In Angel, agents are a tool that allow you to add a certain level of automation to your courses. And there are three different kinds of agents. There are content agents, event agents, and scheduled agents. And this will be an example of a scheduled agent. So I've got an Angel course shell here, and I've got various members of the college family, Jack and Jill and Jim and Joe. And then over here in the week 1 folder, I also have a Dropbox here, Vision Dropbox assignment, and clicking into it I can see that there is one submission right now from Joe, but that the other college family members have not submitted to it. And if I look at the settings for this Dropbox, I'll see that there are access settings set here, and on the assignment tab it has milestone settings when the thing is due, and it does have assignment settings for the gradebook. So this is a required activity that the students need to post to this Dropbox. So I want to go to the Automate tab, and I'm going to create a scheduled agent, and I want to send a little reminder to people that they need to turn in their work by tomorrow. So I'm going to make a new agent. I'll call it Dropbox Reminder, and it's a scheduled agent, and I'm going to schedule it to run today, March 3rd at 10:30, say, well, 10:25. Okay, and I'll hit next, and I want it to be for students, and I want it to be on the condition of submissions that list users that have scored at least, let's see, or have not scored at least 75% in the Dropbox assignment. So this is important here. With if I'm using submissions as a condition, it goes on whether I've scored their Dropbox assignment. So I need to make sure that I'm only going to do this if I'm going to keep on top of scoring people's work before the due date. So when the email comes from me, it's not going to say you have or have not submitted to the Dropbox. It's going to say you haven't scored at least 75% on any submissions to the Dropbox. That means either you haven't turned anything in, or what you turned in was graded and didn't make it to the minimum percent. You can do other things too, like discussion forum postings, or whether people have met milestones, whether they have certain grades in the gradebook, last login date, those different conditions. But in this case, we're going to do submissions. And the type, there are two different mail options here. There's email external and mail internal. Email external is good when you want to specify a specific email address that the message is going to go to. For instance, if you wanted to have an email sent to the athletic coach anytime somebody on the athletics team failed a test, say, or something like that. But in this case, we just want to send an internal mail to the filtered users, that is, students. And we'll give it a subject. We'll call it Dropbox Reminder. And we would give it a much longer message if it was a real one. And I'm going to go ahead and select recipient's internet email address. Send a copy on to. Hit next. Okay, so now this tells me that at 10:30 today, anyone who hasn't scored at least a 75% in the Dropbox assignment is going to get this reminder email. Let's save, and I'll let 10:30 expire, and then we'll look. Okay, so if this agent works the way that it should, the other members of the college family should get the reminder email, and Joe College should not, because he has a 90% on the submission there. So I could wait until the schedule agent has run, or one thing that's nice with testing of these agents, if I want to test it, I can just go here and run the agent and have it run before it's time. And then if I go and log in as the user, so let's log in first as Jim. Okay, there's the Dropbox reminder email right there from an empty shell, which is where we ran the agent. And now if I log in as Joe, there's no email, no new email. There's one from 10/26 that I ran before I scored Joe at 90% on his test, but there's no new email from the one that I just ran. So it worked.